A murderer walked up behind the woman. She thought it was a companion, but when she turned around and saw his terrifying appearance, Xiaomei was so scared she wet herself. Seeing the murderer approaching, she turned to find a cliff behind her. At that moment, she hesitated, wondering if jumping down would kill her. But it was all too late. The next second, she was gutted with a large cauldron by the killer. Xiaomei slowly turned around, looked at the murderer in horror, and was immediately struck on the head with an iron hook. At this moment, Xiaomei is like a lamb to the slaughter, left helplessly at his mercy. Xiaomei was made into a roll and thrown down the slope. The killer continued searching for the remaining people in the forest, but suddenly stopped. It was because he found a key, so he sat under a crooked tree, curiously admiring a toy car. Just then, a man came back to look for a lost key, and unexpectedly discovered an axe on the ground. He immediately realized something was wrong, and turned to inform his companions. Why would the killer let the man go? He picked up a stick and jammed it into the car horn, intending to use the sound to attract the others, then headed to the cabin and found an axe. Once I returned to the car, the boy was shouting, asking who was messing around. The killer walked up quickly and struck Don with an axe. At this critical moment, fortunately, his companion Xiaopang appeared just in time. Seeing the killer charging towards him again, Xiaopang quickly fired a shot at him. Seeing the killer fall to the ground, Xiaopang rushed over to help his companion quickly bandage the wound. But just as they turned to leave, the killer sat up again and threw an axe at them, instantly cracking Xiaopang's head open. At this moment, the injured man was crawling with difficulty, already terrified. He shouted desperately, but the killer wouldn't give him a chance to escape and immediately lifted a huge rock nearby, smashing it heavily onto the man's head.
Please help!
The man died tragically on the spot under the rock. But before the killer could catch his breath, two other companions rushed over on motorcycles to meet their end. Seeing this, the killer hurried over, but when he saw the woman kneeling on the ground, mourning for her companion, he immediately noticed the necklace on her neck. It was the one he had lost.